Hello, this is Crazy Wildcat, and today we are going to be first amending the opening sequence to my last video, as some people I got feedback thought it was too much. It sounded too much like I didn't like you could disagree with me, and I didn't care. You could just go find yourself another place to watch. That's not the case. If you disagree with me, you can, by all means, share in the comment section, but the one thing I was trying to avoid was having people who would misuse the comment section for just having pointless arguments and just downgrading the English language by using every profanity imaginable. It's not wanted. For those people, please move on. For those who have legitimate opinions, who aren't going to be, what's the right word here? Who aren't going to be overly offensive with getting their opinions across as far as, language and name calling and stuff. By all means, share your opinions. And as far on that note, if you don't like the videos, I would still suggest that you wouldn't watch them then, because if you don't like them, there's not much point in watching them. But if there's a legitimate concern, please express it. Anyway, now to the video. I am playing Assassin's Creed 3 in here. It's a fairly good game, one of my favorites that I've played this year. The story mode takes a while to complete. I mostly completed. I'm 67% done the whole game, so yeah, here I was just playing around in New York with the American guards. At that point, the Americans had taken New York from the British, and yeah, very interesting point in history. There's a lot of interesting history throughout Assassin's Creed games, although of course the story itself is fictional. The historic events are happening, at least in this one. But for personal preference, I would have preferred the War of 1812. And a lot of my friends will know my reason for this. It's because the Canadians burnt down the White House. I'm not anti-American, but that would be so fun to just burn down the White House or something. The idea of going into someone's country who's attacking you and burning down their national, well, their president's mansion for one, and just a national icon. It's just kind of interesting. But anyway, yeah, this game, the gameplay is pretty good. You can go up on roofs, jump into haystacks, go into trees, all the good stuff that makes video games fun. And for this one, I turned off the blood actually, I know some of my viewers don't particularly care for the redder side of these kind of video games, so I turned that off. The language isn't too bad in this game, so I didn't bother turning down the voices. The language used isn't generally used in your average fights, as far as getting into trouble with the guards like I did there, so it's all good. And yeah, in this game you can also ride your horses, although sadly the guards shoot at you, your horse drops. It doesn't die, it just drops, so you have to get off your horse. That is particularly unfair, because when you're riding away from the guards, the last thing you want is your horse to go thump. That being said, the horses are okay, they get stuck on ridiculous things. But I guess when you're dealing with the video game world, you have to expect some hiccups. And the combat's fairly unique. Yeah, if you don't block it, or counter rather, at the right time, you can find yourself getting hurt. And yes, you can actually die. I know some games have almost taken that out, which is very disappointing. If you don't like dying in video games, I think they should have just left that as a Lego thing where you can't possibly die. You should get shattered into a million, or, well, maybe not a million, but it's a bunch of bricks, but You still can't die, come on. You get rebuilt right away, it's not dying. You don't have to start over from a checkpoint. You just lose some money instead. Wow. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. The next ones, I won't be saying much on the disclaimer type thing. I will have a warning picture up. That will be all. As far as comments, please comment on it if you like it or don't like it, what I could do better, what you didn't like about it. If you don't want to use the comments section, by all means contact me. Have a good day and God bless.